What started out as a setback for Brexit talks quickly turned into a crisis for British Prime Minister Theresa May. In just 24 hours, 3 ministers have quit her government. First, the minister negotiating Britain's exit from the European Union, David Davis, followed by his deputy, Steve Baker. And then Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson. 2 years ago, he was the face of the Leave campaign. They've all resigned for the same reason: Theresa May's trade plan with the EU. On Friday, the plan was approved by the Prime Minister's cabinet. In his resignation letter, Davis says May's proposed policies would leave us in at best a weak negotiating position with the EU. And in Johnson's letter to the Prime Minister, he says, "We appear to be heading for a semi-Brexit with large parts of the economy still locked in the EU system." Both believe May's approach would be a betrayal of the EU referendum results. But she's not backing down.
In the 2 years since the referendum, we have had a spirited national debate with robust views echoing around the cabinet table as they have on breakfast tables up and down the country. Over that time, I've listened to every possible idea and every possible version of Brexit. Mr. Speaker, this is the right Brexit.
Opposition leader Jeremy Corbyn has taken the chance to exploit the chaos.
We have a crisis in government, 2 secretaries of state have resigned, and still we're no clearer on what future relationship with our nearest neighbours and biggest partners will look like. Workers and businesses deserve better than this.
David Davis and Boris Johnson wanted a clean break from the EU, or a hard Brexit. That would mean Britain would leave the single market, which allows the free movement of goods, services and people within the EU. A hard Brexit would also mean Britain would leave the customs union. The union allows members to buy and sell from each other without paying import taxes, and they all charge the same taxes on goods coming into the union from abroad. The trade plan put forward by Theresa May means Britain will still follow some of these rules. The government says the plan would allow for easy trade at the border. A soft Brexit would mean an end to the free movement of people into Britain, but EU citizens will be able to enter for work or study. For the hardline Brexiteers, this is simply not enough. There's now talk of a vote of no confidence in Prime Minister Theresa May. 8 cabinet ministers have resigned since November. The crisis hasn't gone unnoticed in Brussels.
Politicians come and go, but the problems they have created for the people remain. And the mess caused by Brexit is the biggest problem in the history of EU-UK relations. And it is still very far from being solved, with or without Mr. Davis.
Britain only has until March to leave the bloc, and time is running out to reach a deal with the EU. But with her own cabinet in revolt, can Theresa May's government deliver? Hyder Abbasi, The Newsmakers.